Day 27, 60 days of basic networking. Alright, so ito na. Ito na yung pinaka-exciting part. Ito na yung pinaka-the best part when it comes to subnetting. Finding the magic number or yung tinatawag natin na increment. Bakit? Kasi once you get this, once you realize or once you figured out how to get this, what we called magic number, promise, masasagot mo na lahat ng posibleng tanong sa isang subnetting question.
Nice!
Okay? So, yung magic number will basically give us the ranges, the last valid host, the network address, the broadcast address, etc. Okay? So, di ba kanina dun sa naunang video, nag-solve tayo ng sample subnetting questions kung saan in-split natin yung given network or given subnet. Pero hindi natin nalaman kung ano-ano yung mga subnets, kung ano-ano yung mga IP, kung ano yung broadcast address na nabibilang doon sa subnet na yon. Hindi natin nasagot, di ba? Kasi dito natin siya sasagutin sa video na to. So with finding the magic number or the increment na tinatawag, we can get those numbers. Ano yung first valid host, ano yung last valid host, ano yung valid host range, ano yung network address, ano yung saan nabibilang yung ganitong IP, etc. Sabi ko nga, once you get this, once you learn this by heart, you can answer any subnetting questions in the exams or in the interview. So, you ready? Right, so let's go ahead and talk how to get or how to find the magic number or the increment. So, yung magic number or increment, ito rin yung tinatawag natin na range or space between each subnet. Kasi nga, di ba, we get the network address, we get the broadcast address. Now, ano-ano yung mga IP na nabibilang? Paano natin makikita kung anong mga ranges ng subnets or ano yung mga network kapag nag-subnets na tayo? Di ba? Kanina nakuha natin, we split a given network into 3 subnets, pero nakuha natin yung subnets. Now, ano yung mga network na nandun? Paano mo kukunin yung mga ranges? Ano yung mga valid IP, di ba? So, by getting the magic number, we can have those things. We can have those numbers. Right? So, si magic number, or yung tinatawag nga natin na increment, ito rin yung heart ng subnetting. Ibig sabihin, sabi ko nga, once you get this, once you figured out how to get the magic number, magigets mo na or masasagot mo na lahat ng mga posibleng tanong sa subnetting. Okay, I remember yung palabas sa Netflix na Snowden. I'm not sure kung napanood nyo si Joseph Edward Snowden. Di ba? Meron siyang ginawang program called Heartbeat kung saan pinag-connect-connecta niya yung mga program. Anyway, magandang movie yun na related sa hacking or IT, panoorin nyo. Snowden. Okay, let's going back. Okay, now, with finding the magic number or kapag ka nakabisado mo na, kapag mabilis ka nang mag-compute on how to get this magic number, this will bring you the rank, kumbaga, nung tinatawag nating subnetting ninja. Magkakaroon ka ng badge. Dapat pala may badge tayo, no? Magkakaroon ka ng badge, subnetting ninja ka na. Kasi nga, nasasagot mo na lahat ng tanong sa subnetting, eh. Nasasagot mo ng mabilis, ng accurate, ng precise. With that said, let's go ahead and talk how to get the magic number. Kaya kanina, dun sa naunang video, we use the formula, di ba? So, alam natin na yung subnet mask is yung kulay green at alam natin, okay, dapat ito, take note, on how to get the magic number, di ba? Alam natin na yung subnet mask, yung kulay green, on how to get the number of ones in a subnet. Now, to get the magic number, kailangan mo lang makuha kung ano yung number or kung ano yung value na nandun sa taas ng subnet mask. For example, yung subnet mask mo is pumatak ng 240, ang magic number nun or ang increment nun is 16. Okay? For example, ang subnet mask mo, yung last subnet mask mo is pumatak ng 252, ang magic number mo or increment mo is 4. So basically, ang steps natin is increment will equals to the values. Ayan. So yun nga yung 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128 where the subnet mask falls in our finger technique. So kung saan papatak yung subnet mask mo, yung value sa taas noon, yun yung ating magic number. Okay? And then to get the range, for example, is starting from the base network, we just add the increment doon sa octet kung saan nagkaroon ng changes. You get this? So I'll give you the example later, pero this is basically the summarized test of everything about magic number. Okay, so kailangan mo malaman ano yung subnet mask mo. Let's say for example, 255.255.240.0. So 240, saan siya pumapatak? 240, di ba? 240. Ano yung magic number? Ano yung increment or ano yung values niya when it comes to 240? 16. So yung increment mo 16. Saan natin i-add dun sa octet kung saan meron changes. For example, ang subnet mask mo, 248, increment niyan, 8. So, fix yan, hindi yan mababago. Let's go ahead and take example. Di ba kanina, bago pala natin puntahan yung example, just a reminder na yung first IP and last IP in a given subnet, hindi sila usable kasi yun yung network address at saka broadcast address. So, I'll show you an example later. Di ba kanina, dun sa example natin, okay, we split 192.168.1.0/24 into 3 networks. And then, ang nakuha natin, 192.168.1.0/26. Now, ano-ano yung mga subnets na yun? Ano-ano yung mga network, yung tatlong network, for example, na yun? Diba? Ano yung mga ranges, ano yung first valid host, etc. So, we can get that by having the magic number or yun nga, yung increment. Diba? So, alam natin, sabi natin sa rules natin, /26 would be 26 na ones na magkakasunod. Diba? So, sa /24, meron ka ng tatlong 255. So, nasa 4th octet ka na. Diba? So, 25, 26. That's why it's 255.255.255.192. Now, ang sabi dun sa rules natin, increment will be equals to the values where the subnet mask falls. Ang subnet mask natin, 192. So, that means our increment would be 64. And then, para makuha mo yung range, starting with the base network, mag-add ka lang ng increment or magic number doon sa octet kung saan meron changes. Get? So, ang changes natin nandun sa 4th octet. Doon tayo mag-add ng increment. Pero mag-start tayo sa base network. So, that will give us basically, diba? So, as you can see, I started with 1.0 and then nag-plus ako ng 64. As you can see here, nasa na yun? 64 kasi yung increment ko. Diba? 64, this one. Ayan, 64. Diba? Kasi nga, dun pumatak yung 192 eh. You get this? So, nag-add ako ng 64. So, 0 plus 64 plus 64 plus 64. You get this? Kasi yun yung rules eh. Starting from the base network, mag-add ka lang nung magic number or nung increment doon sa doon sa octet kung saan may change, which is in the last octet in our example. Now, we already have those subnets. Pero syempre, kulang yan dahil network address lang yan. Para makuha mo naman yung broadcast address, you need to subtract 1 from the next network. For example, to get the broadcast address of this, you need to subtract 1 here. Oops, nawala. Okay? Nawala, wait lang. Okay? So, saan na tayo? To get the broadcast address of this, kailangan mo mag-subtract ng 1 dito. Diba? So, sabihin, ang mangyayari is this one. Diba? Kaya ako nakuha yung 63, nag-minus ako ng 1 sa 64. Kaya ako nakuha yung 127, nag-minus 1 ako ng 1 sa 128. Kaya ako nakuha yung 191, nag-minus ako ng 1 sa 192. You get the point? Yun yung formula natin to get the broadcast address. Minus 1 ka dun sa next subnet. You get this? Now, ito na yung mga ranges. By getting the magic number, by getting that thing called increment, we already have the range. So, yung first subnet natin, 192.168.1.0 hanggang 192.168.163. Yung pangalawang subnet natin, 192.168.1.64 hanggang 192.168.127. Yung pangatlo, 192.168.1.128 hanggang 191, etc. Yan yung network, yun yung pinaka buong network. Now, syempre, sabi nga natin, yung first, which is this one, first IP and last IP is not usable. Diba? Kasi network address tsaka broadcast address. Ang usable lang dito sa subnet na to is, syempre, yung 192.168.1.1 hanggang 192.168.1.62. Kasi nga yung 1.0 at saka 1.63, they are network address and broadcast address. So, if we're going to compute with this, ang usable lang dito is 1.65. Dito ha. Siyempre, plus 1 ka dun sa network address. 1.65. Hindi ko na sasama yung 192.168. So, that hanggang 1.26. Minus 1 ka naman sa broadcast address. Kasi yung network address and broadcast address, hindi sila usable. You get this? So, para makuha mo yung usable dito, 129, okay, 1.129 hanggang 190. You get the point? Yun yung mga usable IP addresses. So by getting the magic number, we come out with all these solutions or with these answers. So mamaya pagdating natin sa subnetting questions or sa subnetting practice, mas magigets at mas maiintindihan mo pa, ganun pala yun. Yung pala yung silbi ng tinatawag nating magic number. Kaya pala siya tinawag na magic number. By the way guys, you can also visit our official website which is techacademy.ph, and then from there makikita mo yung mga courses namin. So we have free and premium courses. You can start with the free ones which will give you the same video lessons na nakikita mo dito sa ating 60 days of basic networking. Dinagdagan lang natin yung iba as well as kinurate or inedit natin yung iba para nga mabigyan ka ng at least foundation or fundamentals. Okay, ang kagandahan when you go with techacademy.ph at tinuk mo or kinuha mo yung mga free courses, it comes with certificate of completion kapag natapos mo yung mga courses na yun. So, pwede mo yung gamitin as a reference sa resume mo, lalo na kung ikaw ay nagsisimula pa lang. Again, visit techacademy.ph and then from there, browse our courses. Okay, see you there. Another example natin, we split 10.0.0.0/8 into 20 subnets. At ang nakuha natin, /13. So, yung /13, pag kinonvert mo, will give us to, diba, 8 na. Yung sa 8 pa lang, meron ka ng isang 255. Diba? /13, pagka kinonvert kasi natin yan into decimal, that will give us this, 248. Kasi, diba, 255. Meron ka ng 8 na ones. So, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You get? So, ang value ng pan-13 mo na daliri is 248. Ang increment value ng 248 is 8. That's why we have 8 as the increment. And then, we're gonna add 8 on the second octet. As you can see, plus 8, plus 8, plus 8, plus 8. Nag-add lang ako ng 8 dun sa second octet. O, tama. Sa second octet kasi nandun yung changes ko eh. Diba? So, by having that, I can have the broadcast address by subtracting 1 here, which will give me 7.255. By subtracting 1 here will give me, that should be, this one should be 15. Okay, so dapat nakikita nyo rin yung mga mali, di ba? So 15 yan, 15.255. Kasi 16 minus 1 ka. Di ba? 16.255, 23.255, 31.255. But you're getting the point. You're following this, diba? So, ang ginagawa lang natin, kinukuha natin yung increment, ina-add natin doon sa octet kung saan nangyari yung changes. Diba? So, with this, dapat nagigets mo na, dapat, what do you call this? Dapat, nakukompute mo na sa isip mo. Kasi mamaya, once we go with subnetting questions or subnetting problems, mas mahahasa ka pa, mas magagamit mo pa to, mga technique na to. Okay? So, with that, yung last example natin, we split 172.16.10.060 into 40 subnet. So, that gives us /22. Diba? So, yung /22, alam naman natin na kapag kinonvert mo yan into decimal, that will give us 255.255.252.0. So, yung 252, yung pa lang eh. Kasi tatandaan mo lang kung saan pumapatak yung decimal value ng subnet mask eh. So, 252, it brings us here. That will give us increment of 4 on the third octet kasi nandun siya. Nandun yung tinatawag nilang interesting octet. So, to give the range, I just start with the base network. Okay? I can start with 10. Okay? I can start with 10. Okay? Kasi ganun din naman. Papatak ka din dun eh. Diba? So, start with 10 and then to get the broadcast address of this, kailangan mo lang mag-subtract ng isa dito. So, basically, 13.255. Diba? So, 13.255. Dito naman, magmaminus ka ng isa. So, 17.255. Dito, ganun din, 21.255. You get this? You're following our formula. So, yung formula natin, ayun. Increment or magic number will equals to the values here. Ito, yung mga yan, 1, 2, 8, ganyan. Kung saan pumapatak yung subnet mask mo. Titingnan mo lang or tatandaan mo lang kung ano yung value niya sa taas and boom! Alam mo na yung sagot. Diba? I know it sounds easy for me kasi lagi ko nang ginagawa, lagi ko na rin tinuturo, pero as you practice, as you go along with this course, as you solve our subnetting questions or subnetting problems in the next videos, mas mahahasa ka pa, mas magigets mo pa yan. Pero promise, once you get this thing that what we call magic number, you can already answer any questions na regarding or na related sa subnetting. Okay? Malinaw? We're good with this? So, make sure na natatandaan mo. Yun lang yung formula. Okay? Tatandaan mo lang kung saan pumatak. Kung ano yung subnet mask mo. For example, dapat alam mo kung paano mag-convert. For example, ano yung /27. Diba? So, alam mo na yung /27 is 224. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, 224, ang increment mo, 32. So, ganun. Kung saan pumapatak yung subnet mask mo, dapat alam mo kung ano yung magic number value niya. Okay? Malinaw? So, in the next or in the following lessons, in the next videos, magsusolve tayo ng mga subnetting problems or subnetting questions para talagang mas mahasa, para talagang ma-implement or ma-apply natin itong mga natutunan natin. Okay? So, I hope this video, by this time, makes sense. Okay? Sana, I hope natutunan mo. Kung hindi man, ulitin mo. Kung may tanong ka, i-PM or i-email mo ko or i-post mo sa group natin. Promise, once you really get this, it will help you pass the exam. It will help you pass the interview na may related sa subnetting.